Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. As you can see by the title of this video, this is my 3-month update on no contraception. So I've been on the depot injection, quick backstory, for about 4.5 years and came off I want to say 12 weeks ago. So I made some notes like week 1, week 2, week 4/5, and then here we are. So I thought we'll just go through everything that I've experienced and let you know how I feel about natural cycles, because this is the contraception method that me and my boyfriend are using. So if you haven't watched the video previous to this, I will link it down below, but like I said, I have been on this contraception for 4.5 years ish. I've been with my boyfriend 5 years in May, and I went on the pill when we got together and then realised that, like, 1, I'm not good at taking tablets, 2, at the time when we met, I was a living nanny in Cheshire. I had my dad's house and then I was staying at his house, and there was just 3 homes, and remember to take a pill packet with you, it's a lot. Anyway, so yeah, I've been on it. I've been on some sort of contraception the whole time of our relationship up until 12 weeks ago. So week 1 I think was post Mexico. So what I've got written down is spotty skin, but brackets sunscreen, we don't call it that, sun cream. And that is simply because I don't know if that was coming off contraception or if that was sun cream. Now 12 weeks later, I am going to say it was the sun cream, because I don't have any makeup on right now. It is 11 o'clock at night. I just put a little bit of lip gloss on for the sake of the video, but no makeup on my face. I am very blessed to have clear skin. So yeah, I don't think that spotty skin was because I was coming off contraception. I had really sore boobs and I had a dull bellyache in my lower abdomen. Now, what I am just going to say right off the bat is that my sore boobs lasted about 6 to 7 weeks. And when I say sore boobs, I mean to the point where I had to hold them to roll over in bed, because for them to roam free was just the worst pain. They were just so sore. They were so sensitive. Like, I was holding them like they were a baby. I do not have a small chest to begin with. I am like a G or an F depending on what size back I pick up. So they're not small, and it was just absolutely ludicrous. And my friend was like, "You're pregnant." She was like, your boobs should not be that sore. And then I did watch another girl's video and she said she had sore boobs for 6 weeks. So then I was like, yeah, no, I'm okay, I'm not pregnant. So yeah, they were sore for 7 weeks. It was not fun. I was sleeping in sports bras and everything. They did not thrive. And then week 2, I noticed that my deodorant had stopped working, and then I messaged my friend, because again she came off contraception like 2 or 3 months before I did, and I was like, did you have this issue? And she was like, yeah. So I started doubling up on deodorant from then, and I've not looked back. I'm scared to not. So I put on a roll-on and a spray, and I'm okay, because my deodorant was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to work. Your body's like going through something and you're gonna smell. And that is when my extreme fatigue kicked in. I am not a sleepy human, never really have been, but since coming off contraception, all I want to do is sleep. All I want to do is sleep. My alarm goes off. I have not made a morning gym session. Did I go to the gym in the morning in January? I don't think I did. I've just been going to the gym in the evening. I can't get up. If you've watched any of my vlogs, I've been like sleeping until 10, 11, 12 on the weekend if I've not been at work, and that is not me. I don't sleep that much. I am just so tired. But week 4/5, I developed excessive wind. Like, I couldn't bend over without an accidental winding. And it's not like I was trying. It was just, my stomach was just going through something that I couldn't explain. It was just windy, and then I still had my sore boobs, but then I was cramping, and then I had 4 days, not back to back, but like one day, not a day, one day, like that, where I was spotting. So yeah, because that was like 4/5 weeks since my injection ended, in my mind that was like when a period should have been, if I was to have had one. But on the app it just was classed as withdrawal bleeding, so I had withdrawal bleeding at 4 to 5 weeks, and then I then it was like in like the middle of January. It was like New Year's Eve / first week of Jan, first, like that time period. And then again, just really sleepy, and up until that point my skin had been completely fine. The only thing I had noticed was dryness, like, but other than that, fine. If I do get the occasional spot, I just use my what's it called, acne side face wash, and I'm okay. I've not had my microderm, so I'm getting my microderm this Friday, because I do usually get a microderm once a month, so we'll see if I'm any more dry than usual after I get that done. But other than the occasional spot, which I got prior, which just goes away like 24 hours later, my skin has been completely fine. As for my hair shedding, I felt like it had got a lot better than I washed my hair last week, and there was a lot. But then when my boss did my hair on Thursday, there was hardly anything. So I don't know if it was just a random shed that happened last week, but I will keep my eye on that. My boss did say that my hair felt a lot thicker through my roots, but other than that, not noticed anything with my hair. Just as I was about to save and export this, I completely forgot to mention that I started taking a natural compound by Tia Myers called Balance about 3 weeks ago. So it's just a powder. It's made to balance your hormones, and quite a few women have used it to get their periods, so just thought I'd chuck this in here as well. Completely forgot about that. So yeah, I did buy that last year, I want to say, whilst I was on contraception, because I just felt like I wasn't myself, blah blah blah. So I was taking it whilst I was on contraception, didn't really notice a difference, so I just put it in a cupboard. And then I started taking it again about 3 weeks ago because I remembered about it. So yes, I would say I've tried to have it every day, but I might have forgotten a couple of times, so it is in my system, but it's not been an everyday occurrence. I'd probably say I've had like 2 weeks, 14 days worth of that powder. So yes, just in case, I have been having that. The 8-9 weeks, I noticed a metal odor as in smell. No one else could smell it. I could smell it, and in my mind I was like, I can smell blood, because to me blood smells like metal, like the iron in blood. And in my mind I was like, I know my period is coming. I was like, I can smell it, I can smell blood, like I can just smell metal. Totes TMI, but I said to Max, I was like, can you smell a smell? Because I can smell a smell. And he agreed, he could smell a smell. To him it wasn't metal, but he was just like, it's different. And I was like, isn't it? So that was around weeks 8 to 9, and then I woke up and I looked pregnant. I kid you not. It was like my intolerance / constipated blow on another level. I wish I took a picture because I was so swollen. I was so uncomfortable, but in my skin, because I was like, I look huge. My belly was just, it was there. I could not wear jeans. I couldn't wear jeans. It was just round. And when I looked at it, I felt like it was like the left side looked almost like there was like an extra like pouch. And I want to say I definitely ovulated on the left hand side. Because I've experienced nothing, I feel like every little different thing, I felt it. So to me, I definitely ovulated on the left side because I felt it. And then I got my period, just as the app predicted. So if you use natural cycles, you track your temperature every day, and it kind of like you can look ahead. So I was looking at my week, and the app said I'll get my period on the Wednesday, and I did my temperature the day after, and then it was like, oh, and then it moved my period to the Saturday, I think, just because it was like trying to judge off what my temperatures were. But I got it on the Wednesday. It actually predicted it right. So if it hadn't have moved, I got my period when the app said I should have got my period. I did do 2 ovulation tests, but I did them in December and they were negative, so I didn't bother doing them like again, because I just thought, now I've had this first period, I can see where it's predicting that I'm going to ovulate, so I'll do one then and just see how it goes. But I got my period on the day it predicted that I got my period, and like I said, I just knew it was coming. It wasn't a bad bellyache, but it was just like really low, and yeah, I was just achy. That's what, like, I did not sleep all the night before, so Tuesday night I didn't sleep well, but I was just really achy. And then I was at work, like minding my own business, and then I went to the toilet and I wiped and I was like, oh. But again, because I'd had the spot in December / beginning of January, I was kind of just like, oh, like maybe I'm spotting. So I just like put a little bit of tissue in there, went back to work, and then I just knew I had bellyache, but I don't really know what I thought. Anyways, I do go to the toilet a lot at work, so I drink a lot of water, and I went back and I was like, oh, this is not like last time. So luckily I work in a dental practice, there's loads of women there, so there was like stuff, so I put a pad in my knickers. By my knickers I mean my G-string, because that's what I was wearing because I wasn't prepared. And yeah, it was my period, so I made that work for I want to say 2 or 3 hours, and then I remembered I had my emergency WUKAs in my bag. So because it was my first period, I wanted to, and I wanted to make sure it was my period and it wasn't just some extra spotting or whatever like last time. I wanted to use a pad so I could actually visually see how much, how long for, blah blah blah. So I put on my WUKAs on a pad. As my period lasted 4 days, and I'm going to say 4.5 because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm trying to, and I'm filming it today, which is a Sunday, which would have been, did I think I bled last night, and then all day today I've been fine. So we'll say 4 days because it didn't start till like Wednesday lunchtime. So we're going to go with 4 days. It was pretty steady. I'm just going to say medium. The same dull ache, probably only for 2 of those days. I think Friday I had a little bit of a bellyache sometimes and the occasional shooting pain, but I don't take painkillers or anything anyway, but nothing where I would think I'd have to take painkillers. Like when I first got my period when I was young, the pains were horrendous, and then I went on contraception to just get rid of my periods because I just didn't want to have to deal with that. And then when I got my periods again when I was like 21, like I came on contraception because I just wanted to, I didn't need the contraception. My periods were fine, so I've gone back to them how they were pre-contraception. I've gone back to how they were when I was in my early 20s, not when I was a teenager, which was fine. And yeah, here we are. So it is the 12th of February and I've had my first period. It was completely fine, and I'm hoping I will have another one in 4 weeks. But what I will say is that if you are going to do natural cycles, get 2 thermometers if you don't live with your boyfriend, because remembering to pack this is so annoying. It's so annoying. So I have one at home here and I have one at Max's because now I don't have to remember to pack it. In the beginning he got a bit annoyed. Let me see. I'm just gonna give you a demo on like what it does. It's a long 2 minutes. To me this isn't loud, but when you wake up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. and you're taking your temperature and your boyfriend's not getting up for another 2 to 3 hours, he's not impressed. So because when I first started doing it, I was taking it the minute I knew that my brain was waking up a little bit. You don't need to do it then. So what I do now is I like put it in my mouth, switch it on, and then I wrap the duvet around it. You can hear nothing. Because yeah, he was like, that baby, he's not a morning person. So yeah, I will recommend having 2 if you don't live with them, and wrapping it up in a duvet if you do wake up a good few hours before they do and they're not a morning person. But yes, it definitely, I've never forgot to take my temperature, never, and I'm so proud of that. It's literally just, I don't even, like, it's just I've root under my pillow for it. The panic does set in because the week of my period I was such a tosser and turner. Like, I usually sleep like a corpse. I was restless to the point where this ended up down my bed. So when you're trying to find that, because you don't want to move too much to like alter your temperature, the stress. So now I just put it in my drawer next to my bed, in my drawer. I sleep with it open. I can just reach over and grab it and put it in, because yeah, I can't trust it underneath the pillow anymore. And at Max's house, I just put it on the cabinet, so I kind of have to reach out of bed to get it, but it's still been fine. And other than that, I think that is everything. Weight loss wise, I haven't weighed myself, because every time I've gone to weigh myself, I've then spotted the day after or something like that, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna be heavier because of that reason or whatever. But two of my friends have said I look like I've lost weight. I personally feel like my face doesn't look as round, and I feel like my arms, that water retention that I was complaining about, I feel like that's gone. But I have not weighed myself yet, and because I've literally just come off my period, probably I'm gonna not weigh myself until Thursday. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till Thursday and then I'll see if I've lost any weight. So if you want to know about that, watch my next video, or maybe the next one after that, I don't know. Because yeah, I haven't really kept an eye on that, to be honest, but yeah, it's been okay. I was worried because you just don't know what to expect, but at the same time I knew that the last time I came off I was all right. The same again. But yeah, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.